A woman whose only concern is how much you make, how much you can give her, and just money, just revolved around money, and not asking you, what are your values? What are your traits? What are your characteristics? If that is something that doesn't concern her and it's only just money, stay away. Stay away. She's broke. She's broke, not only financially, but she's broke emotionally. She's just gonna keep taking and taking and taking and taking until you can't take it anymore. Okay, you're wasting your time. She's not the one that you're supposed to settle with. All right, she's concerned about money. And once you lose, if you ever lose that money, she is gone. Just like that. Just like that. Stay away, my guy.
Modern women's standards are getting completely out of control, guys. These days, guys, it is considered the bare minimum to pay for everything and get nothing in return at all. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's jump right into it.
What happened to men paying bills for free? Like, what happened to that? Why don't y'all pay bills for free no more? Like, why can't y'all be like y'all grandpa or y'all great-grandfather? Remember back in the day where men used to, like, cherish the women and pay everything? Nowadays, and it's not going for none of that. Men do not pay bills no more. Like, what happened to that?
She is genuinely confused that men stopped volunteering to fund strangers. Here's the difference between today and back in the day when you and your grandfather's generation were around dating. The difference is that men actually had a reason to provide for women.
Broke women love calling men broke for shit that they can't even afford. If they're broke, then what are you? What are you, boo-boo? It's always the broke folks that love to call people broke, just so y'all know.
I don't know. It's like I can have like $1 million in my pocket and I be still want my nigga to pay for shit. Like, I want you to spend your money. I don't want to spend my money because why should I have to spend my money? I think I should save my money and then we should, like, you know, just spend yours. And then, you know, if anything happens, I'm here for like emergency purposes. I really think that's a smart way that we should do things. Like, it's kind of like saving, like budgeting, like a budget thing. Like, I just feel like he should spend it all and then I should save for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like it makes more sense that way. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to go and spend any money, right? I'm not tripping. I don't know. But hey, I don't pay for shit. It's all on my nigga. Thank you. Clock that, T-babes. I don't get you girls. I don't.
So let me get this straight. This woman's brilliant financial plan is for him to go broke while she stacks $1 million in the bank. That is just insane, isn't it? This is not having a significant other. It's a one-way withdrawal that she is trying to call romance here.
I try to tell my sisters all the time, like, there's literally no point in entertaining a man if he is not going to take care of you or fund the lifestyle that you want, because there are men out here that will definitely do that. And I'm not talking about no one night stand type shit. I'm talking about literally will fund you your life, literally will give you whatever you want. I don't care how bored you are as a woman or how lonely you are, never settle for like a man not doing anything for you just so you can have company. Hell no.
She is not looking for a significant other, guys. She is recruiting a sponsor and then calling it advice. Any man who signs up to fund her entire existence is buying a problem, not a girlfriend.
Yes, you are exactly right. Paying motherfucking child support as a mother is savage work. But at the end of the day, this savage did some work in order to have to pay motherfucking child support. I did some fucked up ass shit. Now my children are with my godmama, being well taken care of, and I have to pay child support. That's it. That's all. Y'all will hear that story later. But yeah, and I got baby daddies that is running from $25 a month, but I got to pay $8 some a month. Yeah, all that. Yeah.
Bragging about skipping out on your own kids is a wild thing to post and somehow be proud of it. Like, that makes no sense.
So if men value beauty most in women and women value security and income most in men, then after you match on a dating app confirming that the man finds the woman attractive, the man should have to verify his income.
Her big takeaway here is that men fund women based entirely on looks, which is pretty hilarious when you think about it. I actually, obviously looks are quite important to men, but at the end of the day, a man is not going to provide for you if you're a complete pain in his ass. It doesn't matter what you look like. More often than not, it actually comes down to your behavior, whether or not a man is actually interested in looking after you. Unfortunately, many of these women don't actually meet that behavior criteria that men have.
And if he's asking you out for coffee as a first date, go ahead and block him right now. Quickly. Men only ask women out for coffee for the first date if 1, they're cheap, and 2, he's not actually sure he's interested in you. Don't you want a man that's sure he's interested in you? I've heard from the horse's mouth themselves. Men have told me they only take women on coffee dates if they're not sure they want to pursue the girl. So at the end of the date, if he changes his mind, if he gets the ick, he says, well, at least I only spent $20 on coffee. I know that you know you're worth more than $20 for coffee, whether he's sure or not. So get rid of him, babe. Your husband would never.
So a man being thoughtful with his money on a stranger is now a red flag. Incredible, guys. By her own logic, the only acceptable man is one willing to set cash on fire to prove that he likes her. How ridiculous.
Guys, there are real women out here that are using men for meals. Like women that go on dating apps and then find men to match with just so they'll take them on a date and pay for their food. Have we heard of getting a job, maybe? Did we try that first? This is actually despicable behavior. Who does that? That's disgusting. We all saw that girl on TikTok, right? That was doing the dating series, but the dating series was just her finding men to match with on Tinder and then taking her out for food. And that's the series, is seeing how many free meals she could get in a year. I can't believe that stuff like that is actually real. You guys are really out here doing that. Actually. And you're not kidding. And it's because of women like that men have hard times trusting women in the dating field nowadays. Men don't want to go on Tinder and swipe right and match with a woman just for her to use him and then never speak to him again. Another example of some terrible things that men have to go through nowadays just to get a wife.
It's rare to see one of these women actually name the free meal grift for what it is, and this is the truth, right? Many women are actively dating and not actually looking for a man, but rather just looking for a man to give them free things.
Okay, so y'all, I just recently started back dating 6 months ago. And one thing that I've noticed after taking a 2-year break from sex and dating and men is that now that I'm coming back, a lot of men like to plan low effort dates because they want to test you and make sure that you're not using them for money, which I think is so strange because they don't even really be having no money, or we got the same amount of money. So it's I don't know. But I've had somebody say, oh, let's go for a walk. Why the fuck would I want to go for a walk with a man as a first date? Or, oh, let's do a gym date as a first date. Why would I want to be in the gym with a man for the first date? I just don't get how we gonna get to know each other, because I really be focusing. I really don't want to talk when I'm in the gym. So it's just kind of what's going on? I feel like the first date sets the tone for...
This woman is annoyed that men got cautious after years of being treated like wallets, as if that caution came from nowhere. Men started testing for gold diggers because the gold diggers refused to be subtle about it.
The amount of energy that you are willing to put into me. Now, I ain't saying you got to do an expensive date, but I feel like a well thought out planned date. Oh, let's do bowling and dinner. Something simple, but something thoughtful, and something that shows that you actually want to get to know me. But because money is such a big topic, I feel like a lot of men are just trying to test women. And that's why I think the dating scene is just bad right now. But I could be tripping. What y'all think?
Here's the thing about these thoughtful, planned dates. So first of all, she's clearly frustrated that dudes aren't spending enough money on her, regardless of the fact that she says, oh, it's, it doesn't need to be expensive. But really the issue for these women, guys, is that men actually have no incentive to put effort in, because why would they, right? The dudes who are successful on dating applications, which are the men that all of these women want in the first place, have no reason to plan anything because it's a waste of their time.
See, that right there, that's some Gen Z stuff, because I truly do not understand going out on a date, wasting your time and wasting his time and his money, going out on a date with somebody that you're truly not interested in. If, as a woman, you have to go out on a date to get a free meal, you don't need to be dating. If you can't take yourself out to eat, sis, you don't need to be dating. Just like we don't want our time wasted, we should not be wasting other people's time, men's time. So this video, to me, I saw this on Instagram and I just said, wow, it's actually women out here really doing this, and they're ruining it for the women like me and other women who are actually dating with intention, dating with the intention of getting married and being married. And if I'm going out on a date with you, is because I actually have an interest in you. And it's because I want to see.
This is absolutely true. A woman who can't feed herself shouldn't be dating, obviously, right? But the fact of the matter is, women are not going to listen to videos like this, even if it comes from other women, by the way. They are going to continue to do it because they want the free food, the free attention, the free validation, and so on.
Where it will go. So yes, fellas, you do have to invest in a woman, i.e., taking her out to dinner. On the flip side, women, please consider men and their finances, and that they do not have to take you out to dinner. But because a man wants to invest in you, he's investing in you by taking you out to dinner. So please make sure that we stop this narrative of going out on dates just to get a free meal, because it's not cute. It's really not cute. It's giving broke energy. And if you cannot take yourself out to Mastro's or Ruth Chris or Ocean Prime, you shouldn't be dating.
And there it is, right, guys? Men should still invest by taking a woman to dinner. My question is why? Why would a man take a modern day woman to a dinner? And if the answer is, well, I'm going to come along and just be myself, that doesn't really cut it these days. You know, men are expected to invest. And the question is, for what are they investing?
So I went on this date and the guy was nice, whatever, but he literally would not stop talking about money. Like, every single item on the menu, he had a comment like, whoa, that's pricey, or man, they're really charging that. And I was just sitting there trying to drink my drink and not laugh because I was just like, this is so funny. If you could only see my per diem of what I spent for this evening to be here, hair appointment, makeup products I used, shoes, outfit, he would realize that he literally got the discounted version of the date. He's sitting across from me, stressed over appetizers, and I'm there just trying to justify my whole entire experience. We're in totally different worlds.
She is laughing at a man for being mindful with his money, by the way, on a first date with a stranger. This guy dodged a bullet because a woman who sneers at financial caution is telling you exactly who she is.
So I've posted a couple videos recently talking about modern women and what their standards are and what modern women are looking for. And I've gotten a lot of comments from men saying that they are not looking for a modern woman. They want a traditional woman, and that there aren't enough of them out there. So that had me thinking, like, well, what is the difference between a modern woman and a traditional woman? I wrote some notes here to distinguish the difference. A modern woman is someone who's independent. She has a full-time career. She prioritizes career and education over family and children. She is strong and wants to be taken seriously. And you'll probably hear her say things like, I don't need no man to support me, and never depend on a man. A traditional woman is someone who focuses on family and children. She cooks and she cleans. She knows how to take care of her man mentally.
The difference she's pretending not to understand is the exact thing the comments already told her. Men aren't confused about what they want. She just doesn't like the answer that they keep on giving.
Emotionally and physically. She's graceful and nurturing, and I'm gonna say it, submissive. So, for all the modern women out there, I hear all the time that they want a traditional man. But it's sounding to me like traditional men don't actually want modern women. And I can't tell you how many times I hear women say they don't cook, they don't clean, but yet they want a man to pay all their bills. So I'm just curious, women, do you consider yourself modern or traditional? And what kind of man are you actually looking for? And for men, what are the qualities that you're looking for in a woman if it's not a modern woman?
She basically argues her way into the men's point and acts surprised at the destination here. You can't demand that a man pay every bill while refusing to cook or clean and call that a fair trade.
A couple days ago, this guy that I frequently see at the gym came up to me and said, "Oh, I've been seeing you around all the time, just wanted to come and say hello." He then proceeded to ask me what my plans are for the following week, and I said to him, "I'm not too sure, but I would be happy to grab a coffee after my session as I'm pretty much done." And he looked at me and said, "Oh, so you're using me for coffee?" And I was thinking to myself, like, my leggings alone cost me £140. I'm more than capable of paying for a fucking coffee. And I think a lot of guys have this narrative that women are using them for free meals, for a free coffee, for a free XYZ. Babe, a woman getting glammed up, her whole makeup bag alone will cost her £1,000 worth of products. She is not using you for a fucking meal. At what? Flatiron? At a Nando's? Be fucking for real.
The funny part is, he flipped her own community's logic right back on her, and she didn't enjoy it one bit. After this whole video full of women admitting the coffee grift, his suspicion looks pretty earned to me.
The other day, a man who was completely opposite of my type decided to hit on me and asked for my number. And I was like, what's your resume looking like, okay? He's very comfortable talking to himself in my messages. So one day, the other day, he called me. And I was like, I'm out to eat, can't answer the phone. So of course he hits me with the, I didn't mean to call you. So I'm like, are you gonna pay for my nails? Right? Because if you just think that I'm just like that, and you just like what you see, and you like what you X, Y, and motherfucking Z, you can pay for my nails. Because if I can pay for a motherfucking haircut, you can pay for some motherfucking nails, okay?
Her opening move on a man that she doesn't even like is to ask what he will pay for, which really just says it all. This is the entitlement the whole video has been talking about here, and it is absolutely hilarious.
Who do you think pay for these? Myself, indeed. Like always, okay? Because I asked this motherfucker, look at you and look at me, okay? I asked this motherfucker, can you pay for my nails? You never in your life had the audacity to say, what's in it for me? Excuse me, sir, me being happy with my nails, and what else isn't it for you, motherfucker? I wrapped that one up real quick. You know, I went to go pay for mine. I will pay for them myself. Don't even fucking worry about it. Because you mean you could... If I'm paying for haircuts, you can pay for my goddamn motherfucking nails. Otherwise, I don't have no business talking to you. I'm sorry. I really don't.
She got genuinely offended, too, that a man dared to ask what he gets out of funding a stranger, which is a completely fair question, by the way. Him asking what's in it for me is a very healthy thing to ask, in my opinion. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.